wanted to give you guys a more up-close look at the bow that I'm going to be using for this archery season. It's my dad's old bow. It's, I think, closer to 20 years old. In the mid to early 2000s era bow. He's killed a lot of deer with it. I usually use a crossbow, but I wanted to do something a little more challenging this year. And I'll show you that stuff later on that I normally use. Until then, let's show you this. It's a Buckstalker, or Buckmaster, I'm sorry, Realtree Pro. It's got True Glow sights on it, a little stabilizer. I bought that for him for Father's Day one year. There's markings on this bow somewhere that show right there, I believe. I don't know if you guys could see that. It says draw length 29, draw weight 70, and compound string length 88 3/4, bush cable length 36. I'm not real sure what any of that means, but this should be a new challenge. Bring a little excitement back to deer hunting for me. Being a challenge, I'm not real sure exactly whether that was made to go on the bow or if it's something he rigged up to it, but it doesn't work anymore. So yesterday I actually shot an arrow at 35 yards, and I think it was kind of tipped over in front of the rest. See how it just loose hangs, and I missed the target and lost an arrow. So we'll tuck it up there until I decide whether I'm gonna get rid of that or not. But yeah, I like the way it shoots. It's pretty hard to pull back, but I think it's doable. We might be able to harvest a few deer this year with it. Next, I'll be showing you guys my arrows. Those are also hand-me-downs he gave me, and a few of them need a little bit of work to them, so we'll get into that next. So here's the arrows that I got. I've got 5 of these Hunter XT 340s G gold tip. I think that says 8.9 GPI. I believe that means grain per inch, but I don't know. I've got 5 of those. 2 of them need inserts, which I've got right here to put on them and glue. And then I've got 3 of these that are still in good condition. These are Blood Sport Hunter 350, and that's the only marking that I see for these. I have not shot those ones yet. I've just been shooting these green ones, and I put new inserts in them when I first got them. They're from Dad, also hand-me-downs. And I've got a new target, and the field points that I've been using, which are these field points. The tip is wider than the arrow, so I got a brand new target, and just from shooting into that, they get hung up in there, and you gotta yank pretty hard, and it tends to yank the insert out of them. But I went to a pro shop, and I got some new field points, and they're kind of tapered at the end, so they're actually just a hair smaller than the arrow. so that they don't get hung up in the target anymore. And I just put a little bit on there. That. Spin my arrow. A little bit on this side. Spin my arrow. And take it. And what I do is I just push down on it until it closes, and then I'll find something to wipe the excess off with. I got all my tips glued in. I'll show you guys my broadheads. I got the Mega Meats, a couple Rage, and some Laser Strike 2 cheaper broadheads. What's these ones? These are the Rages. These are the 125 grain Mega Meats, and these are 100 grain Mega Meats. Those are 100 grain, and those are 100 grain. I bought the lasers because I sat out and was hoping to see a pig and possibly shoot that. Didn't want to waste one of my more expensive broadheads on it, but this is what I'm going to be using this year. I'll probably use the lasers and the Rages on the compound because they seem to be a little bit slimmer, and this is a slower shooting bow. I'll show you guys one more thing before I pack all this stuff up. This is the release that Dad gave me. It's old, but it does a job. Just a trigger mechanism, straps to your wrist. I like it pretty well. How it's shooting. This is at 10 yards here. I'm making an adjustment because I'm using my second pen. Probably bring it to the right a little bit. Okay, so I adjusted my sights down just a touch. I'm going to shoot with my top pen and see how that hits. Hopefully it's good. Looks about the right elevation. Still a little bit left. I haven't made that adjustment yet. I'm going to send another one down range. That's a pretty good shot. Alright, let me show you what I got. And then we'll make our left-right adjustment. And then we'll see how our second pin hits at 20 yards. My first shot was to the left, my second shot was a bullseye. Alright, I made my adjustment left-right. I'm down to one field point because I keep pulling my inserts out of my arrows. Keep staying in the target down there because it's a new target. I forgot to tell you guys that I Dad claims that this was a 70-pound draw weight, but that was probably 20 plus years ago, so you can tell this bow's never been restrung. I'm probably shooting a little bit lighter than that, but as long as the arrow is hitting the target, we'll take it. I hit left on that. Let me go grab that real quick. Alright, I'm going to walk back, leave you guys right here. I'm going to walk back to 20 yards and see at my second pin. I said I'm gonna guess it's gonna be probably a little bit low, being that's an old bow, but we'll see. Hit a tad low. I'll take it. I'm gonna call it my 30-yard pin because we like to take high percentage shots and aim for vitals, not just heart. I think we're gonna call 35 my fourth pin, and let's see how that shoots. 35. Find my arrow. I didn't look that hard. Don't know if that was me or if it was probably me. I feel good at 10, 20, 30. I'm not shooting any further than probably 15. 30 at the max, I would say. I highly doubt that. But we'll see. I'm going after a hog, so let's get him. Well, I just got back to my truck. Not a bad night hunting. I saw 3 deer and a couple of squirrel, but no hogs, so it's all right. We got early season bow hunting. I believe it's buck only, coming up in 6 or 7 days, so we might stay out until then.